Wanted to see if we could actually catch this in today's video. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and a pretty decent, very good trading day. I just made a lot of mistakes. So overall, I'm up $10,000 on the day, $13,000 on the open. Very grateful. I'm not gonna the only reason I'm like, oh, it's not the best. It is an amazing day. I'm sorry, I keep going back and forth. The reason why I'm saying that is because I made a lot of mistakes. We did an amazing job during our live trading session today. I'm not too sure if you guys caught it. I asked you guys yesterday if you guys wanted me to go live 1 hour before the market opened. So that's at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, because the unemployment report was going to be released. And fortunately we did, right? So yesterday I made a video about the unemployment report on how to prepare. I decided to reduce my position size from 17,000 shares all the way down to 6,500. Thankfully, I did, because the market pulled back about 5% for TQQQ. This is pretty big, right? I would have lost about $16,000 there alone. With that being said, once the market did end up pulling on back, guess what I did? Well, I decided to buy the dip a little bit, and then it began to indicate signs of an uptrend. I added to my position size. Then we started our Learn Plan Profit live trading session. That's where my private team gets to watch me trade live. They see me enter, they see me sell, they see and get to hear my thought process. We approached this resistance level, and one of the things that I did a really good job on is I talked about and made sure that everyone was aware. If you guys look at TQQQ, $28 is the same resistance range that we got rejected at yesterday. It's also a very similar resistance range based off of previous patterns. If we look at the overall day chart, we could see that TQQQ on the day chart is getting rejected right at the EMA line around $28. So again, there's no such thing as a perfect exact price point for a resistance level. At least I never see it that way. It's just a general range. I wish I would have reduced my position size more effectively. And the reason I'm sharing this is because although I'm still in the green today, which I'm very grateful for, I think that we can all agree that even on our green days, there's so much to learn on how we could have improved. I was hesitant. I sold 5,000 of my shares, but I was hesitant to sell the remaining amount, even though I knew we were super overbought. I went all the way back down to 12,500 shares. I was right around 17,500 shares. So I reduced my position size a little bit, which allowed me to buy the dip, but I would have been in so much of a better position if I would have reduced more aggressively, being willing to, allow the stock to push up. And if I miss out on some, then I miss out on some. But I had FOMO. I had FOMO because it kept indicating signs of an uptrend. And I didn't reduce as aggressively as I wish I would have, right? So I wish I would have gone from 17,500 shares all the way down to 6,500. I wish I would have pulled back. I wish I could have bought the dip again with an additional 10,000 shares and then ridden this thing back up. I'm really close to this milestone. This isn't an average trading week for me, but just in 4 trading days, I'm very close to about $100,000 in gains. And I became obsessive about the dollar amount. And this is why I'm making this video. It's because even at this point of where I am in my life, it still gets to me, right? It's that chase and that challenge of aiming for that dollar amount. And it's, when you think about it, it is so naive, because you should never trade based off of what you're up or what you're down in the stock market, because what you're up or what you're down is irrelevant to the actual trade opportunity. Even on the 1 minute time frame, which isn't always that accurate. Even if as soon as I began to see this thing trade sideways, I should have easily just reduced my position size, right? Just like we did right on over here. Now we're retesting the same resistance range, and I am beginning to reduce my position size at this overbought level. And one of the things that just makes it easier for myself is reminding myself, and this is something that I try to express to my Learn Plan Profit group. My job is not to be perfect. I will never be perfect. I will never sell at the highest price point time and time again. My job as a trader is to have good habits. And a good habit will always be locking in profits at signs of a resistance level. Exactly what we saw here when there was a breakout pattern and we broke below the EMA, and exactly what we have here when we begin to trade sideways. There's no more progression. The overall direction is not super clear. It is just safer to call it a day, lock in profits, and then wait for the next trade opportunity. That is a better habit to have in comparison to holding, even if it does go up and maybe I make more money. Holding for the hope of making more money when there's obvious signs of a resistance level, I feel like that is a worse habit long term than actually just locking in profit. So I took today as a big lesson learned. I'm still obviously, everyone within our team today is absolutely killing it. We have people left and right with, their first $100 day. We have people surpassing $1,000. We have a couple traders surpassing 5 figures for the first time today. It's amazing to see. But one of the things that I want to remind you is, again, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but on the day chart, we are still at that resistance level. I'm so happy to see that so many of you guys are in the green. Congratulations. Please do not allow your emotions to not allow you to see clearly with what we're still yet to experience. We're still trading below the EMA line. We've been doing this for all of 2022. The CPI data for the month of June gets released on the 13th of July. This is a big, big report. This can be a critical report. It could send us back to new lows, or we could go for new highs. Our job is never to be perfect. Our job is to have good habits. Make sure that the positions that you choose to hold, because I'm still going to hold my 6,500 shares of TQQQ. I'm not going to hold 17,000. I'm still going to hold my Tesla position. I'm still going to hold my Amazon position. My intentions with those are long-term investments. But my position size is light enough that I can tolerate even at the worst case scenario. And that's what I want to remind you. Make sure that whatever you decide to do, that it is according to your plan and that you can tolerate even at the worst case scenario with the position size that you might have. A very simple challenge for you to think or take into consideration before the market closes in a couple of minutes. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Friendly reminder, I do trade live every single day. I would love to invite you to my live trading session as soon as Monday. We're running one of our biggest sales ever, and it's the first link down below. It's $100 off our Learn Plan Profit 2.0, and it's all inclusive, right? So you get lifetime access to our A to Z video lesson library. We actually just updated it as well. You get access to my daily live trading sessions. You get access to my private Learn Plan Profit Discord chat, and you get access to our TechBuds HQ located in Chandler, Arizona. It's all inclusive. It's a one-time payment, and yes, it is lifetime access. You can watch it 10 times, 100 times. You can watch it a year from now. When we update it, you'll have access to the update. Again, there's no reoccurring charges. I feel like everyone else charges reoccurring monthly and yearly charges. I can reassure you that our goal within Learn Plan Profit is to provide you with the most value more than anyone else, daily and consistently, but as well as be there for you anytime that you have any questions. So again, if you're ready to join our team, that's going to be that first link down below, and that coupon will be active for the next 24 hours. I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that you can consider subscribing if you feel like we earned it. Hope that I earned your thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.